Hey guys, it's Mark. How are you? If you're new to my channel, this is a platform that I use to share all my knowledge, skills, and real world life experiences that could help you. So today I want to talk about negative feelings and how we deal with them and how we process them. Because as it goes, last night I had a difficult situation that I had to deal with, and it was very uncomfortable. Left me feeling really bad. And to be honest with you, I'm only human, and just like the rest of us, I struggle with bad feelings sometimes. All right. Hello there. Just said hello to a fellow resident. And I was trying to process things, trying to deal with it, and I'll be honest, I was struggling last night. And I wanted to share with you a few things that I put into place that does help me in those kinds of situations. First of all, we're all human, and sooner or later we're going to experience negative things or bad things or bad experiences or things that involve other people. It might be a bit of a conflict, might be a relationship thing, it could be something at work, or it could be a personal relationship with a loved one. When these things happen, especially if you're a sensitive person or what they call an empath, we can be very absorbent of other people's emotions. But what's funny is that when people express their emotions to us, and you'll know this if you're a fellow empath or if you're a fellow sensitive person, we tend to absorb that, and it's difficult for us to expunge it or to get rid of that energy. It's not that simple. And that's interesting to me because often you'll hear people advise you and say, hey, you're too sensitive, just brush it off. Don't take it too seriously. Let go of those negative feelings. Well, that's easier said than done, because it's not like a switch that you can suddenly turn off and on, right? What tends to make things even longer to process or take longer for the feelings to go away is if you're fighting it. I've found that the thing that works really well for me in that moment when the dust is settled and you're on your own and you're trying to process things is to be passive. Literally go with the bad feeling. So instead of swimming against it like you would a current or a river that's just raging at you, instead of doing that, you just allow it to rage at you and past you. So you're literally, it's almost like imagine being underneath a waterfall or underneath streams of water. It's probably a nice way to think about that. And I found that doing it that way, where you're going with it and just allowing it to flow and ebb around you without resisting it, doesn't make it go away immediately, but actually makes it easier to deal with. Because you're expending less energy and there's no fight. You're going with it. Does that make sense? And feelings don't last forever. So as much as good feelings and good times don't last forever, bad feelings, negative feelings, and negative experiences don't last forever either. So there's an ebb and a flow, just like the tide, and just like the sunrise and the sunset. There's a cycle to it. So if you can just wait it out, those feelings will eventually subside and they will go. And what I hope I'm imparting to you now is, during that process, it helps when you expend the least amount of energy on it. Now, don't get me wrong. If it's bad behavior on someone else's part, or it could be a relationship that could be improved by you also improving things, that's a conversation for another time, and that definitely is also something that needs to be addressed. But I'm talking about bad feelings in the moment, in the aftermath of a bad experience, when you're left with these negative emotions and feelings, just let it be. Allow it. And what I'd like to recommend is to train yourself to endure. Train yourself to have perseverance during those moments. If you can build up your powers of endurance, it will allow you to tolerate a lot more without desensitizing yourself as a person. Now, I've got a few tips. Tip number one is not rocket science. It's something that you've probably heard said a lot. Focus on your breathing. Learn to focus on your breathing. It takes your attention away from the bad feeling, and it's also good for you. And it trains you to slow things down. And the second thing that I would recommend is something that I'm about to do now. I'm heading to the gym. Work out. Strengthen your body, but also do exercises that teach you endurance. There's strength training, there's yoga. In line with learning how to endure is doing exercises that force you to hold certain positions, certain poses, like lunges, squats, doing weight training with curls, but taking your time with it so you feel the tension and the pain. And that's good because it's going to teach you endurance, enduring pain, enduring discomfort. And it's also going to show you the contrast between pain and then relief when you finish the exercise. And last but not least, this might be something that will be difficult to do in the beginning. But one thing that I would also recommend is cold showers. But one of the things that I use it for is it trains me to endure discomfort. You're standing underneath that cold blast, and train yourself to go farther. I mean, if you've never done it before, try it for the first time. Stick it on cold. Try to stay under it for a few seconds, and then a bit longer, a few more seconds. Get to 10 seconds, and then 20, 30, and then 60 seconds. As long as you can stand it. But if you do this, don't stand there and start shaking and go, yeah! It's not the point. The point is to be stoic and passive and relaxed. Stay as relaxed as you can be. And this will train you, once again, to endure discomfort. And if you put all of these things together, you'll build your endurance and your stamina to the point where negative feelings will still be there, but you'll be much more able to deal with it in a healthier way. Hey, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe so that I know that you like this content and can make more of it for you. And if you try any of these tips and they help you, leave me a comment down below. Okay, so I'm headed to the gym now. See you in the next video. God bless you.